DJ Tanner here from 90.5 KCSU. I'm down in Denver at the Underground Music Showcase with Gardens and Villa.
Hello.
How's it going, guys?
Good.
So this is your second time in Denver this summer, and I'm glad to see you guys back. How do you feel about the music scene down here?
We thought today was just going to be another random show, but we kind of forgot this was kind of a big deal, a big festival.
It is a big deal. There's
It's kind
a
of
ton
radical.
of bands. And it's a lot of local bands, so the fact that you guys aren't local just makes you that much cooler.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I feel special.
So since you guys are up and coming in the music scene right now, have you had a lot of recognition anywhere? Any good stories about that?
Recognition. Well, we just made our way back up the West Coast, and we played to really good crowds in LA, San Fran, and Seattle, and Portland. So we feel something going on. I mean, we interview at stations in Atlanta, and we were just playing in our back house a year ago to no one. So things are slowly starting to pick up, I think, in a good way, station by station, like you guys. So
we finally feel like we're starting to break through on the West Coast, especially. We're starting to have like a pretty solid fan base in LA and Portland, San Francisco, and the Brooklyn shows that we played were pretty breakthrough for us as well. So.
And you guys just released a video for Black Hills, correct?
yeah.
And I watched it. Can you explain to me a little bit about that? Just a little bit. It's obscure, and I really liked it. It's in black and white. Check it out on YouTube. Black Hills, Gardens and Villa. Who did any one of you guys come up with that?
That was Swift's concept, and he was the engineer for our record, so he kind of had been storyboarding in his free time, getting inspired and thinking about which ones would be rad, and so he was really feeling Black Hills. And basically the boy is an alien, and he comes down to Earth, and he has a crystal, and the crystal has crazy powers. And
I didn't know he was an alien.
Yeah, he's an alien, dude. It's crazy.
Good to know.
So,
Yeah.
So
kind of like E.T. meets. Yeah.
With a little
Yeah.
Stand By Me,
Stand
little,
By Me.
Little Outsiders was a big influence. We try to take it. It doesn't go well. We chase him around like rednecks, and then he disappears into the cosmos.
So you guys, the name Gardens and Villa was inspired by your home in Santa Barbara, but you kind of formed Gardens and Villa because of a road trip, is that right? A hitchhiking trip? Did your mother never tell you that was incredibly dangerous?
She was praying for me. Yeah, it was an interesting experience. It was something that I had wanted to do for a long time. And yeah, I rode from Santa Barbara to Vancouver, Canada. And it took me like 3 months. And I was playing on the street the whole time with my guitar, and it's kind of where I first really started to focus on singing. So I kind of feel like I found my voice on that journey. And our previous band, which was more of like a psychedelic noise rock band, had broken up, and that's kind of what triggered the trip for me. So yeah, it was good. And then when I came back is when we tore our whole yard apart and planted a garden at our house, and formed the band. And shortly after that, like, our neighbors saw what we did with our yard. They planted their own garden. They got chickens, and it kind of like reciprocated around the neighborhood. So we decided to name our band after it. So yeah, and it also sounds like an apartment complex, and we kind of like that. Dusty always, when he wakes up from sleeping, he goes, makes crazy noises.
Adam, it's not really annoying, but it's just a funny quirk. He always looks at the navigation on his cell phone. And he'll know like how many miles you are, and he'll be like, we'll be in the back, just making